Guys, we made
We landed in Toronto.
Toronto. What is it? The 6? They call it the 6 or something?
It is the 6. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh my god, do you think
Are
we're
they
gonna see
gonna
Drake?
Guys.
I feel like he's in hiding, but maybe we'll get invited to his mansion. No,
I'm already in there. I'm in there. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry.
You know what this is? You know why this is funny?
Why?
My camera is freaking out because it's supposed to be tracking my face, but it probably thinks your face is my face because we look alike.
Yo, because I was wondering, I was like, why is it keep
Yeah,
going?
why is it doing that? Yeah, that's actually crazy.
That's so
Okay, perfect. We're going to get we're going to the rooftop. Our rooms like probably aren't ready yet, so we're just gonna, but can't wait to. I actually didn't even open this vlog. Hi guys, we're in Toronto. We're here with the Main Choice.
Yes, we
for
are.
a lovely weekend for Caribana. So yeah, can't wait to take you guys along.
Yes,
Let's get it. Let's do it. Made it to our room. I was supposed to say it's not overwhelming. I was supposed to be like it's underwhelming, but this is so cute.
So cute.
This is so. Oh, it's not even recording. This is so cute.
Oh, that's so sweet. There's like a black girl sunscreen in there as well.
Oh, this is cute.
That's actually so fresh. Wow.
We have to get tights.
No, we need tights. Baby girl told me she was gonna give me tights.
Yeah, we. No, literally.
Let's give it chippy on a Skylar.
Sydney always got something to say. Sydney always cutting up.
No, I mind my business, okay? In the front.
Okay.
Okay. This is exciting.
I'm so mad I gave my $20 away.
Why did you give $20 away?
It was the guy that was helping us with the bags at the hotel.
Oh, I guess that's nice.
Now I need my Jamaican flight.
Oh, these people only take cash?
You have the big one? How much?
I just took the craziest nap in the car. And now the sun is shining, which is why I'm squinting like this. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. We got ready super quick. I didn't even put lashes on. I really couldn't be bothered. We're gonna do that tomorrow. Tomorrow night maybe for the brand. I know I'm like maybe.
Like tomorrow what?
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Definitely gonna wear lashes, not glasses.
Sunglasses. And
Yeah.
lashes.
But sheesh, that little van was cold too. Good morning. We are up at an unreasonable hour. It's not unreasonable for me, but like it still is unreasonable because like they had us at the soca function, busting a wine and all of that stuff. So we supposed to be downstairs 10 minutes ago. So we're going now so that we don't hold people up. So but we're about to go work out. This is what they got us wearing. Well, this is my sweatshirt because they got us wearing some other stuff, which you'll see at the workout class. Why is my thing going? Oh, dang, not these abdomens doing something. Dang, she been in the gym or what? Morning. Let's do it. Footage. That's what you got. You got the content. That's what matters.
Right. It was with something.
In particular, or those tighter textures as well as the looser textures. So with the main choice, we're making sure that we're covering base on the loosest curl to the tightest curl. So I'm going to use this product, and every one of you can use this product, and those that you know are going to use this product. So one of the things that we pride ourselves on is also the quality of the formulations. These are high quality formulations. They're infused with vitamins, with biotin, and ingredients that are really going to nourish your hair, but Kim is going to go more through that.
Never going to be good if you don't properly shampoo and condition. So today we're using the main choice, that the Easy on the Curls. So this is our shampoo. It's really, really rich, super luxurious. This is, I'm doing it right? It's for the gram. Doing the first one to disturb and disrupt the dirt. The second one is really doing the cleansing. You see that the hair is not, like, she's not foaming very well. This is an indication that her hair is dirty. So when you're washing your hair, you want to make sure that you are getting a big flash foam. So once we go through the second shampoo, she should have a really nice flash foam after we have started to remove some of the dirt and debris in the oils.
So I wanted to show you guys the new product.
Oh yes! Oh my God! Really? Yes! Need that.
So later this year or early next year, we're actually launching.
Oh, so we can't put this on social media, can we?
No, you guys can.
Okay.
We're launching a new edge control, and it's actually a 48-hour hold edge control.
Okay.
So no more like doing your edges and it comes out at the end of the day. So this is what I was telling you guys. Initially, we were going for 24 hours, but this product is so good that it's actually 48 hours.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. As you can see, I'm pretty much dressed and ready to go. I'm not like fully dressed because I still have a handpiece and the backpack to put on, but we're just like waiting for everybody to be ready. I'm kind of feeling this. I'm kind of feeling this. Like, this is a vibe, this is a look. I'm like, I feel cute or whatever. As much as I don't like this hairstyle, I actually feel like this hairstyle is perfect for this look. So I'm feeling that as well. Haven't gotten any pictures yet, but like nobody is really downstairs and ready to go. So we're just here doing what we gotta do. But I am more or less, I'm about to pack my fanny pack. I forgot to bring a fanny pack. I really wasn't like in the right headspace on this trip for packing for this trip. Like I feel like I've just been doing back-to-back travel between Blast Fest and like all of that type of stuff. I was just like not really present mentally, and if I was, I would have been like, but also like I didn't really have a packing list for this trip, which is what was a little bit of risky business. But luckily somebody else on this trip has a fanny pack, so an extra one, so that's what I got going on here, and that's what I'm packing right now, with lip gloss, my lens cloth. I'm gonna pack my vlog camera, going to pack my phones. I'm probably gonna take this little fan, though I don't actually think it's that hot. This is a cute little fan. I'm gonna pack it. And I will take also lip gloss. Oh, Nikki. What is Nikki saying? Hello? You're in your room. Yeah, because nobody, we went downstairs. If nobody, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. They would, I feel like they would have texted. Some people are. Yeah, somebody just texted back saying some people are.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm down to go downstairs and, like, get some pictures and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we'll probably do.
Yeah, but we really are just sitting here because we went downstairs and it was crickets. So I'm like, I'm not about to go back downstairs unless somebody calls me down. But yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. All right.
All right.
We're going to come down and take pictures.
All right. See you in a bit.
All right.
Bye. Let's make sure these pieces are ready for the road. We ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We have a view. We literally have views from the 6. Like, whatever this little tower is in Toronto, the one that Drake put on the covers of views. Yeah, we got the views of that. So that's what we got going on here. But we also have views of people starting to line up on, my friend Sydney keep calling it the Parkway. Even though it's not the Parkway. I don't know what it is, but it's like, you know, because we're from New York, the Parkway. The Parkway. So that's what we got going on. That's what we hate to. My little brother's asking me for money. My little brother's asking me for money. Oh my gosh. I'm actually just like in shock right now. Like this, really, I think the thing that sets it off is this headpiece. Also, guys, my makeup today, I tried a new like foundation combo. I used the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm in the shade 9.5, and then I topped it with the House Lab, like a little bit of the House Labs foundation. I don't know what shade. I have to go back and double check, but that's what is responsible for this base right here, and I'm obsessed. We're finally on our way, fashionably late. Fashionably late, but it's okay. This to focus on my face. Focus on my face, please. Okay. I don't know how this normally goes, but we're also just like pretty tired. We need some food. We need food. I want these feathers off my back. I want this backpack off. It's cute though, but it's actually very humid in Toronto too. So it's just like giving a lot. I would like to eat. I would like to eat. So we're gonna find some food. This whole time I want oxtail. I want oxtail. I want the sweetest oxtail that a Dutch oven pot could create. The sweetest. So that's what we about to do. We left the larger group, but yeah, it didn't look like they were making moves. So we want the moves to be made.
We were walking all day.
Oh, we have been walking. I didn't really dance that much. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Don't forget your workout class from yesterday.
Oh, that is true. We actually been on the road. We've been on the road. And our road festivities have come to an end because we're back at the hotel. That is crazy. We did it. For some reason, I'm more excited for Grenada. I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna just be like mad ting. Maybe this was like my warm up.
It was always your warm up. I think also like it's just good to be abroad near water. That's another thing.
Yeah.
You're about to be just in another vibe.
Like I'm about to be in some real authentic.
Damn! Don't drag Toronto.
No, there's nothing wrong with Toronto, but like I'm gonna be with the locals. She said it's more Americans.
I hated that.
We met someone who is like the director of sales at the Main Choice, and she was like, "Oh yeah, there are more Americans here than people from Canada." I was like, "Oh."
Oh, it's all my brethren. That's unfortunate.
I didn't even realize people from America was still coming out here for this. But alas, here we are. I'm very impressed. My phone did not die. I got some cute little piggly wicks that I'm about to upload on my, I took them on my Canon G7X. I carried 2 cameras and 2 phones. Oh, excuse me. Thanks. I feel like I'm about to have to cut off these thigh pieces the way they tied them.
No, I got you.
No, I don't even really, honestly, the thing about these costumes, they kind of remind me of like Nigerian Aso-ebi. Because you wear them and it's like, when are you wearing this again?
Never.
Yeah, I fear. Like, I could wear it again, like, at a carnival, like, elsewhere. But, like, because this was band specific, like, because you're, like, with bands. My favorite part of this whole entire look is the headpiece. Also, my makeup actually held up pretty well, considering the fact that I never brought out a fan. Yeah, but anyways, I'm rambling, I'm ranting, I'm just babbling at this point. The moral of the story is we made it back to the hotel. Our day is over. I think I'm gonna be in bed. I haven't looked at my email since like yesterday. I have a concept for a brand that is definitely overdue. It was due on the 1st, and what is today, the 3rd? Yeah, so I have work to do. So I'm gonna shower and get settled in and just like enjoy, and then if I get hungry, I will look for some food. But I kind of want the shades to be open so I can see what the people is doing. Talk later, guys. Hi guys, we rose again, not from the dead because we were never dead.
Never dead.
But we rose again, and someone DM'd me today with like a really strong, passionate recommendation for this Somali restaurant that's in Scarborough. And me not having the energy to do any other research for anywhere else to eat, we came right here. So we're eating Somali food tonight, and I'm really excited because I feel like I don't go to that many like African restaurants in the diaspora that are like outside of West Africa. And I love food from like Africa, the Caribbean, all that stuff. So I'm excited to try Somali food tonight. So first and foremost, we have soup. Every dish comes with soup and like a mango juice, or like a juice, but we chose mango. So we're about to see what the soup is hitting for. We actually don't know what's in this. We should have asked. But if you're watching this and you're Somali or East African, because I don't know if East African countries share food. Like for example, I know they have chapati here. Well, hopefully they have some. They might have run out. But I know when I was in Tanzania, when I was in Zanzibar, we made chapati. But I think they might make it differently across East African countries. So, but yeah, let me know if you know what this is. But I'll probably also ask too. It's kind of just like the base of like what was like a chicken noodle soup, maybe. Oh, Oh, they got our food already.
It's really good to give it done.
Thank you so much. I'm so
Look
excited.
at that. We especially ordered half fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Next time I'll get you banana.
You said next time what?
I'll get you banana. You know we had banana.
Oh, you ran out?
Green, 2 green.
2 green. Do you have chapati or no?
Chapati.
Yeah. Thank you.
Please, please, please have chapati. Please. No.
No.
That means it's good.
Banana number 1 done.
Next time.
I'll go back there.
The pain. What is it? Haven't you done enough? I'm not gonna finish the soup right now so that I can, yeah, and also like have an appetite for this.
Nah, wait a minute. Let me clean my screen so the girls can get into it. Yeah. Yes. That's the one.
I'm very happy that we have soup because the way every Uber, hotel, everything that we've experienced has been so cool. What did we get again? The goat, the lamb, the goat ribs.
The goat ribs, yeah. You want some hand sanitizer? You start using your hands. I'm about to get it.
So yeah, so what's about to happen is, alright y'all, I'm about to enjoy this food. We'll talk later. You got I don't know what's going on. They want to stuff us chock full here. Okay, we got our tea too.
Thank
oh,
you
this
so
tea
much.
looks good. Thank you. We like, oh, it smells so good. Cheers. We finish?
Oh, it smells mad good. Oh, you went straight for it. You wasn't scared of the heat.
And it's my type of tea. I need the heat.
Girl, the throat, the tongue.
So while we haven't even finished eating, we both got the like, I think I have vlogged that. We both got the like goat ribs, half pasta, half rice. We like make it through that. We're not even really done with that. And he brings out like beef, stewed beef. I think it was called like Sakar, Saqaar. That was good. He takes away our plates because we're done. He's like, do you guys want tea? And we're like, sure, because we were about to be ready to go. We say, yeah, sure, we could take some tea. That's said tea that we have here. But tell me why before he brings the tea, y'all, why we got dessert on our table right now? He said because we didn't eat the meat.
Like I'm in trouble.
Does that make sense? You know what it's like when you like go to a auntie or uncle's house and like you don't finish the food and you feel bad because like you know you're supposed to finish the food, which you really do have to unpack that. That makes a lot of people develop unhealthy eating habits because you just force yourself to finish food even though you were full. But what the heck, bro? I think the issue is that we told him that somebody recommended this place to us. That was the start. And so now he might think he got something to prove.
Yeah.
And like I will post about it. Hospitality was sensational. But like, dang. All right, well, I'm gonna take a bite of this. It looks like their version of like a tres leches.
We got complimentary dessert because Eddie came here looking like this.
Yeah, it looks like their version of like a tres leches cake.
It's giving
Tres,
that.
tres. I know how to say it properly. Tres leches.
Tres leches.
Not tres. Tres leches. I'm gonna say top of the morning, but it's definitely bottom of the afternoon. The way we just left our hotel to go and try get brunch. I'm not even mad at it because sleeping it like that just felt so good. Like having just like a lazy Sunday. I think it's been a very long time since I've had a lazy Sunday. I want to say like 3 weekends ago it was like Croatia, travel, Greece, whatever. Then the Sunday I got back, it was my friend's bridal shower, which I don't even think I vlogged that, which is actually kind of crazy of me, but I guess I was just so in the zone that I was like, I can't vlog and also like be a good host at the same time. And yeah, so today was the first time in a while that was just like chill, sleep in. Sydney, remember I told you I was like, it's gonna be one of those sleeps where I wake up early and then go back to sleep and then wake up. I definitely did wake up around like 7 and then did some work and then like felt sleep come back to me. And so like around like 8:30 I went back to sleep and then woke up around like 10:30 again for like the final time. So yeah, but we're going to brunch. Sydney saw a TikTok of like 5 brunch restaurants. They all like end their brunch at like 3 and it's now 2:42 and we're going to a place that's like not too far away, so maybe they'll still seat us if their kitchen is still open. But if not, there's one place. So we're trying to go to Laissez-Faire because their pancakes look so good and their Nutella French toast and their, I think, eggs Benny or something. They just look like they have really good food. But if that doesn't work out, we're probably gonna go to Marble, which ends brunch at 4 p.m. So that's what we got going on. I'm wearing this dress again. I really didn't pack like too much for this trip, which I guess is not a bad thing. Like, I guess it's how it should be. There's nothing wrong with re-wearing clothes on a trip because like I'm the type to definitely re-wear clothes in a week in real life. So I was just like, I'm just gonna throw this dress on. I did actually bring a dress. I brought a dress that could have been like an extra dress, but it's white and it's my age dress. I don't know if you've seen it. Is my phone like playing something? Yeah, it is. I was like, why do I hear sounds? It is my white like long sleeve age dress that I wore to the Black Beauty Roster Summit. I really like that dress and I don't want to ruin it with this hair. So that is why I was like, I'm not really going to wear it. I brought it as a backup for the white party tonight, but I also brought it as a backup for just like being out and about. But that dress, based on how my robe in the hotel got ruined, not ruined, but like got stained from this hair, I was like, I do not want to stain this dress that I actually really like. So I would much rather just wear, this dress is actually backless, so it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we're on the way. We're gonna see if they will take us, and hopefully they can, because I would like some good food. Brunch upon a time, I'll tell you that. Oh, but that man getting his fits off. Okay, queen. Okay, king, go off. We had to go to Marble because Laissez-Faire, they had closed their kitchen and they started closing down. So let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on in Marble, which wasn't too far away at all. It's like right down the block. And this is, like, I think it's like called King Street. So it's very, very like, it's a popular restaurant street or whatever. All right, so this is what we got going on. Over here we got the prawns. They're called like quinoa prawns. Over here we got the short rib brisket. Over there we got the pancakes. And over there we got the lobster Benny. So we eating good in the neighborhood. Eating good in the neighborhood. We're gonna walk off some of that food. Well, not walk off some of that food, but just walk after eating that food. Girlies are outside. It's bright and sunny in Toronto. And this seems like one of the streets where people are present and active. So that's what we're doing. We're just, observing and being present and taking up the streets of Toronto, which is ironic that I say that because we just got into this like scaffolding thing, which is pretty well constructed to be fair, but we are not seeing the streets of Toronto at this particular moment in time, but it is what it is, you know. Hello, beautiful people. We are back and better than ever. Back and better than ever, and we are ready for our final event of this trip, and that is a Moonlight cruise. We were supposed to be ready and downstairs at 8. We were ready at 8, just not downstairs. And like it's now 8:40 and we're just gonna go. We told them to tell us like when they would be ready to go, because yesterday when we went down for the actual like Carnival day, like we went down at the appropriate time and nobody was there. So we're like, let's not have our time wasted downstairs. So we tried to do the same thing today, but we're like, are you guys really this late? Like, really? We don't know if it's a private cruise or like a public one, but my guess now at this point is that it's a private one. Because if it were a public one, like we would actually have to be running on a strict schedule because the boat would probably leave without us. So my guess is this is just a main choice event. And listen, it is what it is. I want to show you guys what I am wearing. It's a loud, not a loud, but noisy dress. Let me turn this camera around. I have on this sequin number. It is a dress from Retrofet. Let me tilt the camera down. Yeah, I love, it just gives like kind of like old Hollywood with the wet hair look. Nah, I gotta get a picture tonight in this because what? Also guys, let me flip the camera around. I am like pretty certain, not thinking, I was gonna say it's not even thinking. I've also already started the process of renting out some pieces in my wardrobe. Just because I'm like, if I really think about it, a lot of people consistently ask me like, oh, is there any chance you're selling this, or when are you gonna do a closet sale? The pieces in my wardrobe that you love, I really love too. And like I do be re-wearing my clothes, and like I do see myself wearing things and making them like them being vintage years down the line. It's actually very rare that like a piece that people are like universally like, wow, I love this, is a piece that I don't see myself wearing in the future. So I was just like, honestly, the middle ground is to just rent certain things, because there are certain pieces that like, at the very least, I don't see myself wearing more than once a year or once a season, but really a season ends up being a year, because if it's like a dress like this, I could wear this dress in the winter actually, but like I'd probably have to like, you know, winterify it. But all I'm saying is I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start renting some pieces out on I'm gonna do by rotation. I actually have already created one, so if you're watching this is probably the first time, you're probably the first group of people to know, and maybe I'll even put the link in my description box. So I have already started posting some pieces on by rotation, and yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, special occasion dresses, anything that like, you know, probably cost a pretty penny. I wonder if that's them now.
Okay.
I wonder if that's them now texting us.
Yes.
What'd they say?
But someone said heading down, like, hi queens, we're waiting downstairs for you guys. Please come down as we're going to walk to the bus in 5 minutes. Thanks. A whole nother phone line said heading down now.
Yeah, because we know better.
What? Sorry.
Yeah. We knew the vibe. And that was to not go downstairs and just be sitting in the lobby. But still love this for us though. But yeah. Yeah. I plan on just taking pictures. Hopefully the boat looks nice enough. Now that I thought about it, I just realized, like, what if the boat doesn't look... But honestly, the hotel front doesn't look nice either. Like, it's just, like, concrete. So yeah.
The trees are cute.
They are, but, like, you know, whatever. I'll take pictures on the boat. The sun wasn't really out to give us a sunset. We haven't had a good sunset in Toronto. Just because like it's been overcast, and then like the sun will peek out and then it'll go back to being overcast. But that being said, we're gonna go downstairs, so come with us to the little Moonlight cruise. Let's go. At the airport. This trip has come to an end. The Toronto airport is not at all not at all a vibe, if you ask me.
Once again, any other passengers in rows 21 to 33, you're welcome aboard for quarter flight 653. Please
Don't really know if slash when I would be back.
Again, please have your passport open to your photo page along with your boarding pass.
Yeah, don't know when I would be back, but it is what it is. I appreciate Toronto itself, but the airport is just a little somehow. I'm trying to see if I can find a magnet because, yes, personally got it. Every time I travel to a new country, I like to get a magnet for my mom to put on her fridge. So I'm probably gonna grab, oh, that broke. Why did that break? Is this small?
I'm thinking about doing that. Buy one of these bad boys. Raw one?
I don't want that one. That one broke. This one right here, though. This one. So just a little something. And I think I'm gonna get a snack for this flight because Delta doesn't really be doing too much with the snacks
Continue to board
on such
passengers
short
seated in rows
flights.
11 to 33 for quarter flight 653 with service to Vegas.
But besides that, it was a beautiful trip. And I am excited. I have so much to do when I get home. Actually, I don't have that much to do when I get home because I was, doing work while I was away. So it's actually not too crazy, but yeah, we'll check back in later when I'm back in New York. You know what is so funny about me? I don't know how to relax. I'm home now and I'm just not satisfied with the fact that I don't have a TikTok tee up for today. So I'm trying to really quickly, that's my microwave because I also wanted to warm up some early dinner. And what's it called? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I want to get out a video, and the video that I want to get out on TikTok is a where I'd shop for wedding guest dresses black tie edition. And then I should probably do a cocktail edition. This dress honestly should have come at the beginning of the summer because the girlies have been going to weddings. But one thing after another. And the reason I want to give you a little bit of my rationale for why I would do this video, it's actually very low lift. These videos that I do are green screens and they don't take too much energy at all. My only qualm at this moment in time, or problem, not qualm. Qualm is one of my favorite words. Is that my desktop mouse is, what's it called? My desktop mouse is dead. So it needs to charge for a little bit, but that's not a problem because I'm going to use my laptop. Also, guys, I never gave you this update, and it's actually funny because I don't actually know if I'm gonna put this in the video. Like, do the girlies be giving all their tea? Do the girlies be talking about like their stuff on YouTube? I feel like that's what makes YouTube exciting, and I also feel like that is what makes like the videos worth looking back on later for me, because it's kind of like a vlog is literally a video log. Like for me, it's almost like a video diary. And you know, like back in the day when like people would have the camcorders and be like, day 1 of no contact, like da 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 da. At any rate, what was I trying to say? I didn't know whether I would include all of those details. First of all, the structure of this vlog, I thought I was going to do a Blast Fest weekend vlog. Then I thought I was going to do a Blast Fest that took a turn weekend vlog because like, I got my feelings hurt by a man that I shouldn't have let hurt my feelings. And then I was just like, actually, I should just do like days in the life and go like Blast Fest to that situation to Caribana with the main choice, even though I thought I was going to do a separate vlog for that. Like, so I've just combined all of this together and I'm just like, you know what, let me just do vlog. Like, it doesn't need to be separate. I think the only thing that I would do that would be separate maybe like travel vlogs or something like that. But at any rate, I'm gonna try and get a move on this TikTok video that I'm trying to film, and you'll probably hear from me tomorrow. I have a lot of things going on tomorrow. I'm interviewing someone to be an assistant that I want to bring onto my team. I have a meeting with a brand. So I just got to get my life together tonight. I'm probably not going to be able to sleep on my usual 10 p.m. time. But we thank God that we're home. We thank God for journey mercies. Because I've been moving around a lot lately and I've been having pretty smooth travel experiences, and that is God Almighty. So yeah. All right. At this particular moment in time, I'm trying to get my life together with some organization in my home. I just hate coming home and feeling like I have boxes piling up, which is funny because I'm also probably about to go pick up my packages. Is it raining? Why does it look like the ground? That's, oh no. Some part of the street was wet. I was like, why is there just one block of street that is wet right now? Is it raining in one area and not the other, which I've seen happen before. I've had a number of bag additions to my collection that cannot stand on their own, like this cute Prada purse. And for that reason, I needed to order a few more of these bag stand things off of Amazon. So like bags like I'll show you. This bag actually doesn't need to be on it, but I think it looks cute. My Dior saddles, they definitely need to be on it. Just because they don't have a base that they can stand up on their own. So another bag that falls into that category is this Louis Vuitton bag. That also is like a half moon bag that can't stand on its own. So I am just doing this, doing that. This could probably go a little higher actually. Yeah. Just so my bags have something to stand on. I can't. Yeah, so that's what that's gonna look like, and I'm probably gonna put all of them on the top because they are too tall to be on the bottom. But yeah, that's basically what I got going on. Just wanted to quickly show you what it looks like with my bags back into place. It is 9-ish p.m. Normally this should be the time that I'm getting ready for bed, but I want to make some progress on these packages I just picked up. I don't think I'm going to unpack tonight. So I'm just opening some PR. Clarence sent me this lip shimmer. We love to see it. Yeah, I guess we can do a chit chat unboxing in this particular moment in time. So I got back into therapy. I think I mentioned that earlier this week, that I am back into the therapy, and I think my new therapist, I can't tell if I get really lucky or if I just like don't know what to look out for, but I do think I got lucky in the sense that the therapist that I'm seeing now, I think is a really good match, and is really just like opening my eyes to certain things that are like potentially a little scary to have to confront. Just because I don't know how it's gonna make me feel, you know? But one of the things that she kind of clocked about me early on, not even like I may be on my 3rd session with her, so that's why I say early on, is what she calls like self-abandonment. And I do think it fits. So she like presented it to me as like a thing, and she's like, if it doesn't fit, like it doesn't fit. But I think it does fit. And we spoke about it in the context of, I was telling her about leaving my job last year, blah, blah, blah. And she had asked me if I like had time to grieve the loss. And immediately, like when she said it that way, I like started crying. And like I don't really cry often, which probably relates to the self-abandonment. And so like that was a pretty big deal for me, the way that I just like started crying like almost on cue, the way she said like, did you ever like get a chance to grieve that loss? Because I had never like viewed it that way. And like, so for someone to like, the words like grieve and the words loss just like did something for me, because like, I don't know, I don't think I allowed myself to view it as a loss, right? Like a lot of people are like, look at that, look at you now, like you're winning, like da-da-da-da-da. But I don't think I allowed myself to accept that, like, as much as I did not like Big Law, and as much as I don't really think I miss the work of Law, and as much as I really love my life right now and love like where I'm living and what I can do and how I can travel and how I can see my family and how I can like, and how there's financial stability and how I can support, like my life is great to the glory of God. I don't think I allowed myself to be like, this kind of hurt. Like this kind of really hurt. I always viewed it as like, no, like they did me a favor. Like I was always good. Like I didn't need this job and da-da-da-da-da and like whatever. And so when she was like, oh, like, have you allowed yourself to grieve this loss? I was just like, like, I even might get emotional right now. I'm just like, oh, like, I don't even think I gave myself the space or really had the space to be like, dang, I kind of feel like I did like a little dirty. And I feel like, I don't know, like it was something that I just very much so worked for, very much so like envisioned for myself. I say it all the time, like I never had plans to be a full-time influencer. And if you had asked me, somebody is doing some fireworks. Let me stay focused. If you had asked me the day before I got called into that meeting, whether I would like be a full-time influencer, I would have still told you no. And so like, yeah, and so we were talking about it and I cried and I was just like, no, like I never really even feel like I had the space to view it as a loss of sorts. I think we think of grief as like losing a loved one or the end of a relationship. Those are pretty much the two ways that I view grief, like the two contexts with which I viewed it. So like death and like a breakup. And so something like, you know, a life altering path or like just a big change, a big life change. I never really viewed grief in that context. And so when she said it, it kind of struck a chord. And she had asked me how I, like in the moment, like in last year, and that was also a huge part of the reason I got into therapy. I realized like I had this major life transition and I didn't really talk to anyone about it. And I just like went about my life and like hit the ground running. And so she asked me like, you know, like, well, what did you do? And I was just like, I worked. I was like, I need to work because the reason that I left this job is to do this work. So I need to do this work. Like, we don't have time to be sad or whatever. My life, my livelihood depends on these brand deals. It depends on me showing up online. And so I was like, yeah, no, the reaction that I had was to throw myself into work more. Like, I was just like, all right, we've made that video. We announced it. People need to catch up and like, accept that I'm fine because like I've decided I'm fine. So like let's keep pushing. The next thing I opened were these conditioner, volumizing shampoo, and volumizing finishing spray from Amika. And I also opened some NARS lipsticks. Probably gonna give a lot of these things away though. Maybe one day I'll do like a YouTube giveaway. I consistently, before I lose my train of thought, but I will just say, I consistently give products away. However, the work that goes into like giving it to your audience is just like, I'm a one-woman show right now, and like the collecting addresses and picking a winner and sorting things in boxes and sending it off and going to the post office, all of that type of stuff. I'm so sorry, but like that is just one thing I can't put on my plate right now. So typically what I do is I will literally give it to anybody who is closest to me in proximity. Sometimes it is my mom, and she'll like re-gift things to either some of her friends or coworkers. Sometimes it's my older brother who will also gift things to his like peers, coworkers, classmates, whatever. I remember when my little brothers were seniors in high school, the managers of their basketball team were girls, and like, so to thank them, like I put together some PR things to give away, to give them as like a gift. This is a Givenchy thing. And most recently at my, like one of my best friend's bridal shower that I threw, we played some games like about my friend, like we played some bridal shower games, and I was like, oh, like I can just put together some bags with goodies as like the prizes, so that like it's not just like, oh, you won, you know her the most. These are Givenchy Beauty Bombs. So I do give my things away, but because I'm so anti-clutter, and because there's a lot of effort that goes into doing giveaways, I don't really do like public giveaways, but like, I don't know, I could maybe do one on YouTube, because I feel like YouTube is the place where I'm growing, and I do appreciate the people who keep coming back, despite the fact that I'm, you know, every now and then I might pop in and pop out. I love this versed packaging. It's such pretty packaging. It's probably because I'm obsessed with this color. Anyways, let's go back to my therapist and what I was actually going to say in this time. Yeah, so she like asked me, she was like self-abandonment, and I was like, tell me more. And she was just like, you deny yourself of like your emotional needs, or just like your needs in general. I don't think that was what she said verbatim, but that's like what I took away from it. And I was like, no, low-key, actually, that probably does. I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, ma'am, that probably does fit, because when I was in middle school and high school, and I was like, that's how I make it through. That's how I make it through places. Like that mindset of like, we don't have time for this. Like, let's keep pushing. Like, this is not what we came here for. Drunk Elephant, by the way. We got some goodies from Drunk Elephant in here. I told her, I was like, yeah, when I felt like I didn't belong, when I felt like I wasn't a cool kid, when I felt like, you know, whatever, my mentality was like, you didn't come here to make friends. Let me make sure my little label's not showing where I live. I was like, you didn't come here, like you as in me, Annie. It's like, Annie, you didn't come here to make friends. You came here so that you could set yourself up to achieve your lifelong goal, lifelong at that point, of going to Harvard. So you don't need friends to get into Harvard. You don't need to be invited to the parties to get into Harvard. You need to do well in school, academically, extracurricular wise. You need to do well in those things. The parties are not going to get you into, like, this is the type of mentality that I had. The parties are not going to get you into Harvard. Having friends are not going to get you into Harvard. Good grades. Go home, go to school, do what you came here to do, and go home. That was my mentality, and it was very much so. I knew, like, in retrospect, I'm like, yeah, that was definitely like a coping mechanism, and like college was definitely an experience, because it was the first time that I felt like, oh, like in some spaces, not all of Harvard made me feel like I belonged, but in some space, like it was the first time that I had like a large space where I was like, oh, I feel like I belong, like I feel like I have some people. And was I like academically on top of my stuff the way I was in high school? Probably not, but like I actually don't regret it, because that was like the first time in my life where I felt a sense of just like joy from belonging. Anyways, so yeah, I told her all of that, and she was just like, yeah. And then she like ultimately asked me like, well, where did you end up going to college? Like, did you end up going to, and I was like, yeah, no, I got into Harvard. I went to Harvard. And she was like, wow, like, and then she was like, oh, so it's functional. The reason, like, the benefit of this self-abandonment is that it works for you. Like, self-abandonment has worked for you. And I was like, yeah, it is functional. Like, I get stuff done when I don't pay attention to my feelings and when I don't pay attention to my needs. And I just, like, you know, do whatever. And we got a nice big hefty package from Impress. And so I was telling her our most recent therapy session, I was talking to her about this guy situation and telling her all the things that had happened and how I just like am a little disappointed in myself because I just like don't know why I made the mistakes that I made in that circumstance or situation. And she kind of just once again clocked or called out the self-abandonment. And she was just like, there were a lot of points in the story or a lot of points in your interactions with him where you just did not put your needs first and did not like, and she was like, how on a day-to-day, like how in touch with your feelings are you? And I was just like, I think I'm very aware. Like she was like, how aware of your feelings are you? Ooh, my arm's just looking somehow. I want to get back. Anytime I see like, that's the thing. Like once you start seeing the results that you want to see, that's the motivation you need to get back in the gym. Cause I'm like, dang, I want to get back in the gym pronto. Like, please, let's go. But at any rate, she was like, how on a day-to-day basis, like how aware of you are like, how aware of your feelings are you? And I was like, honestly, I don't think I'm too aware of my feelings. I am aware of two feelings the most. Excuse me. The feelings that I'm aware of the most are stress and tiredness. And I was like, I'm aware of that because like, and I think she was trying to like also think of the correlation between my body. Like, are you aware of like your body, how it feels, how you're feeling, all that stuff? And I was like, I know when I'm stressed and I know what my body feels like when I'm stressed because there's like elevated heart rate. Like I just feel very like, it's almost like the breath is just rising in my body and staying up here. Sometimes I even like forget to breathe when I'm really stressed, like, or nervous or things like that. And I was like, I'm also really, really aware of when I'm tired. And like, I'm at the point in my life where like, if I know I'm tired, I'm going to drop everything and go to sleep. And I mentioned like, I'm pretty sure I'm hyper aware of those, feelings because that was what I was driving on all throughout law school. And honestly, throughout my entire life, because my life thus far, or up until 2 years ago, was very academic heavy, very stress heavy, very high pressure, high intensity environments. And so for that reason, like I know what it feels like to be, I'm very well acquainted with what it feels like to be stressed, to be burnt out, to be on the cusp of burnout, to be tired and have to work through that tiredness. Like, and for that reason, I'm like, I've just become very aware of it because I stayed in that space of stress and tiredness for too long. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to be there. I don't want to stay there. But other feelings, yeah, I'm not really. And so she basically was like, yeah, we're going to go back to basics. And she pulled up like a feelings wheel. And my assignment for this week is to do like, I think I feel and I need to just like be more like intentional or mindful of my feelings at particular moments in time. So I say that to say at this particular moment in time, I was feeling like me being back home and in my space after a very social and very like, you know, I was sharing a room with my friend who came with me and just like constantly around people. For some reason, I feel just like, I feel slight loneliness. And it's strange because I was so excited to come back home because I'm like, yes, sleep in my own bed. Like, yes, I don't really love the hotel that we were in. So I'm like, yes, like back in my own clean home that I can clean when I want because I felt like I had to constantly wait for the hotel staff to come clean, whatever. And now I'm just like, dang, like I feel I feel the absence of the people that I was around for the past 4 days. And I'm like, dang. And so part of me was just like, my natural inclination or reaction was to like work. Like I was like, all right, like let's stay busy. I was about to be like, all right, if anything, I'm opening packages. I'm talking to you right now. I was going to start editing a YouTube video, potentially read a book. I don't know. But I was like, you cannot sit here and like potentially just sit here in like potential like loneliness or a little bit of sadness. But I guess like in this moment, I am like trying to lean into practicing what she said about just like not pushing my feelings to the side, not just like detaching from my feelings and like not listening to my needs. But I first need to like understand my feelings before I can understand my needs. And I don't know what I would need in this moment. I don't know if it's that I need like someone to talk to, and I'm talking to you guys, I guess. I don't know if I need like, you know, like I think it might be one might be one of those things where it's like, okay, well, if I say that I feel a little lonely or say I feel a little sad, like, then what I might need is like someone to be around or like someone to talk to or something. And I guess I'm just like a little worried. I don't know. I just am so like self-sufficient or whatever. And I don't know why this is making me sad right now. I just don't want to bother anybody, and I don't want to like be like, hey, like I'm feeling a little whatever. I just want to talk to someone. I promise you I'm a happy person, but I think this is just a result of like not shoving my feelings to the side. So yeah, that's what we have. I'm gonna do the little assignment for how I feel tonight. And I don't know what she's gonna suggest. Like that's the thing. It's like you want me to pay attention to all these feelings. What am I supposed to do with them? Like what am I supposed to do with these feelings right now? Like where are they supposed to go? And I feel like that's why I always like did something, because I'm like, surely I can't just feel stuff for the sake of feeling it. Like it has to be directed towards something. And I don't, so I really want to hear her thoughts. I'm like, so what am I supposed to do with my feelings? Like what now? And I'm sure she's going to have an answer to that. That's just going to be like, girl, it doesn't have to, like, I'm sure I would love to hear her say something that I don't feel like I can tell myself, because I like know, like I'm like, I feel like I can read myself right now. Like, girl, just feel, like just feel, because like you're not always going, there's nothing wrong with feeling like a little sad sometimes. There's nothing like that is literally the human experience. And I know that, I fully know that. It just makes me uncomfortable because like, what am I supposed to do about it? What am I supposed to do with this? And I know the answer is pray. I know that for sure. And talk to God. Like really when I'm like really, really talk to God, I'm just reminded that like, I'm never lonely at all. Jesus is literally my best friend. And I feel like I'm saying it as like a matter of fact right now, but I need to like get back into a place where it's not just like, yeah, I know, like Jesus is my best friend. Like, you know, like God is never going to leave me alone. I'm not lonely. And I think right now I'm just a little, just like, I'm just feeling a little burned from all the things. I'm just feeling a little, I'm feeling. So yeah, I'm going to finish unboxing these packages. So I finally got my hands on this Arsena Ori dress. It finally came in. It was on pre-order and then it finally came in and I really like it. I really like the way it looks. It's just as gorgeous. My only qualm is as someone who is 5'8", I don't think this is a dress. I loved the way, when I saw it on like the influencers and people that I saw it on, I loved the way that it grazed the floor. And like, I think this is a dress that needs to be on the floor. If it's just, you know, it's just that type of dress, like it's a gown type thing. But I don't think I can really wear heels with this dress, which is fine. Like I don't have to. But so basically my only qualm is that like, it's not really tall girl friendly. Like I think this dress would be great if you were 5'5" and wanted to wear heels, because I'm 5'8". And like, if I wore some heels, like the dress would hover off of the ground and I don't like the way that it looks. I don't like the way that the dress looks if it hovers off the ground versus just like flowing like this, you know? And just like picking it up as I walk. So, I mean, I'm absolutely going to keep it. And this is probably going to be a dress that I like also decide to rent out once I have worn it. I don't know where I'm going to wear this to just yet, but you know, the events, they do pop up, but this is like such a gorgeous dress, truly. And I'm very happy that I finally got my hands on it. Hi, good morning. I have a meeting. Today should probably honestly be like a, what's it called? Spend the work day with me. Today's gonna be a spend the work day with me. I'm probably gonna film a, what's it called? I'm going to film, it's so early. I'm going to film a TikTok video that's a spend the workday with me. But I also want to, might as well vlog it. Currently, I have a meeting today with some folks at Milk Makeup, which is exciting. We love getting face-to-face time with the brands. Sorry, my camera is just like all over the place. I should probably put it on facial tracking. We love getting screen time with brands. This is what I plan on wearing. It's an Amanda Aperture, like little romper type thing. Cute. And I think these shoes would go so well with it. Literally the perfect match. But I wore these shoes to Preakness. If you saw that vlog, you know that it rained that day and the floor was just like really gross, and as a result my shoes got stained. I brought these shoes to the cleaners and they told me that they could not clean it, and I almost was just gonna be like, well, I guess that's that. But then I realized I have Folex, which like literally is a powerful stain remover that works on everything. So I'm gonna try it out now. I'm just gonna spray it on the bottom of the heel, and then it just says like rub it in. I should have thought of this way sooner because these stains have been sitting on this shoe since like April, and I should do that on camera. Spraying, spraying, spraying. It says spray and then like rub a little with your hand. And then take like an absorbent cloth and just like pat it. Let me put this down a bit. Honestly, it's not perfect, but considering the fact that this is what it was before, it's not as bad. I feel bad. I feel like if I had done this as soon as it happened, it would be a lot cleaner. Let me actually get a cloth. I think this is a lot better than before. I'm gonna do a little again. This is what people were saying I should use for my clothes that got stained by dye. Rub just a tad bit with the fingers. And even though these shoes went perfectly with my outfit, I knew that day that I really shouldn't have worn them. I just didn't think I would have, which is kind of crazy, I didn't think I would have that much use for them after, because they're like not really my style. I think that, I know you can't really tell. I don't think the camera is showing that there is a difference, but I think there is a difference. So honestly, I'm a lot more comfortable with that. Now I'm gonna try, this is the before for these shoes on the side. I'm not that pressed about this because I just feel like with shoes being on the floor, you don't really see it. But I'm just gonna rub, 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 rub. Rub a little bit, rub a little bit, rub a little bit. That's really good. That's pretty good. And then just blot. I should have taken before and after pictures on my phone. Yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable with that. Like, I can wear these shoes today now. I haven't worn these shoes since Preakness because I was just like, I'm gonna take them to the cleaners. And then when I finally took them to the cleaners, she's like, nope. And I feel like that was a lie. I really do. Like, But whatever, sis. She was a new person at the cleaners too. Like I've never interacted with her before, and I was just like, all right, whatever you say, ma'am. Even though I just don't think this is true. Yeah, we did it. Or we did something. I can wear these shoes now. Cool. I have just finished drafting this interview guide for the interview for a personal assistant that I'm doing later today. Not gonna lie, I definitely use ChatGPT to help with a lot of the questions. I don't often use ChatGPT, but it was actually very, very, very helpful. Just to give you a sense of some of the things in like the interview guide that ChatGPT came up with. Actually, let me just read some questions that ChatGPT, oh, I had lost it. I had to restart my computer because Word was being wonky and not letting me highlight with my cursor. Essentially asking, well, going over the roles and responsibilities, which like, honestly, I need help with everything. Like any way that a personal assistant can help, they would be helpful. So whether it's booking travel arrangements, so booking flights, booking hotels, booking appointments. So like I often end up without appointments because I book so like too close together. So booking appointments like hair, nails, things like that. Sourcing products for campaigns. So for example, my TJ Maxx campaign often has me buying, like they'll send me a gift card, but it often has me buying the products myself. And like I end up spending a lot of time like going online and looking through products and shopping. So like them potentially sourcing or presenting like options for products or links to products that I might be interested in. Obviously email and inbox management, obviously serving as kind of a liaison between my management team and myself. So like me no longer being the primary person that they speak to and like things just going straight to my assistant. Calendar management, task management. So like taking a look at everything that I have to do or like letting me know everything that I have coming up and where I can fit it in on my schedule to actually work on them. Social media account management. This is actually the reason why it took me so long to get an assistant, because a lot of the things that would be helpful to have an assistant for are things that they would need to be logged into my account for, and I just like did not like that idea. It scared me. But I'm finally willing to have like someone else be logged in on my account so that they can pull screenshots of analytics when brands ask for it, so that they can pull monthly metrics when my management team asks for it, and I no longer have to spend time doing that like administrative small stuff. Affiliate platform, so like being able to link stuff on LTK sometimes, like doing a roundup of the things that people have asked for in the week. Linking things that like I'm using or even things that people have asked for. Event coordination, so like I'm a big event type person, and so whether I'm doing an event at home or whether, you know, it's a speaking engagement and they're like just talk to everybody but me. So just, yeah, asking things about, like, you know, one, obviously how familiar they are with social media, why they're interested in the role, how they manage competing tasks. Definitely have to ask questions about confidentiality because there's a lot of sensitive information, passwords, passport information, bank account information, credit card information, things like that. And then I love the ChatGPT gave me like scenario-based questions at the end, which I love because I think it's really important to see how people think and operate. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with that. That took me almost an hour, and now I'm going to transition into getting my mind ready for this. I have a noon meeting, but depending on where it is, I probably am going to have to leave. Let me see how far away it is. That's the thing, like having someone input travel time, what time I have to leave before getting there, all of those things. It'll take me, right now it's a 22-minute drive or a 22-minute subway ride. I could be on the subway if I just go one train. If I take just one train, yeah, so I'll probably take the subway. And that's like about 20, so I'll budget 25 minutes, which means I need to leave by like 11:30. Transit. Actually, I should be ready by 11:15, and I think I want to film. So 11:15 to 12, transit time. I put that on my calendar. Gabby Thomas is racing in the 200-meter final today. So I'm putting that on my calendar for 3:30 to 4 because I need to see that. Transit time back. That meeting will probably be until 1:30, even though they say it won't be. So I'll put transit time back 1:30 to 2. I probably should edit TikTok video from 2 to 3:15. 3:15 p.m. And that should be it. And then in the evening, yeah, so from 9 to 11, that's a film block. 9 to 11 is a film block for both makeup and, so I'm gonna be filming film Fenty lip liner review, film new foundation, product review, no, not new foundation routine combo, new foundation combo. And then what else did I want to film? Outfit of the day for both TikTok and IG talking. Styling myself for. So yeah, I gotta go shower like right now so that by 9 o'clock I can start filming. Talk to you soon. It is 11:13 and I have filmed. I forgot to bring my vlogging camera out to show you, but if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you probably by now have seen the videos. I filmed a get ready with me, like, hey, let's do this makeup together video. And then I filmed a specific review or like filmed a video about this foundation combination, which is the Dennis Myricks House Labs combo that I spoke about when I was in Toronto for Caribana. I filmed a Fenty lip liner review, so that's third video I filmed. I filmed a get ready with me of this outfit, a talking get ready with me for Instagram, and then I filmed a just outfit check for TikTok. So that's 5 videos, and then like a small whatever that I filmed just a talking video for my stories. So I'm gonna post that ASAP, but I filmed 5 videos in the span of like 2 hours from 9 to 11. And when I get back from this meeting, I am going to what am I gonna do? Edit them. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to eat this morning. Or I'm not gonna say I haven't had time. I did not prioritize eating this morning, so I instead have ordered breakfast. And I ordered this like avocado toast from a restaurant called Chow Gloria. Their avocado toast is so good. I actually first tried it, or I tried it for the first time when I had like a brand meeting with someone from Drunk Elephant, and I was like, oh, this place is right near me, like why have I not tried this? Maybe I need to take myself out to dinner more often. Like for someone who lives in New York and is like surrounded by such good restaurants, I just like haven't. So at any rate, I'm going to try that. I'm doing actually pretty good on time, all things considered. But this is an avocado toast. I want to know if it can like go down. It won't go down because it's active tracking me. Okay, hold on. Avocado toast with some boiled egg. So honestly, pretty on standard with what I would eat for breakfast on a day when I want to be fancy. Definitely got to include egg. But it wouldn't just be this fancy. Like I wouldn't like all the microgreens and tomato and ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna head out. So I know I said I was gonna take the subway. However, I looked at that temperature and it was saying like 87, 89. And I was just like, so we're already really hot on the regular. Now imagine going into the subway. And I was just like, no. I'd rather do that on my way back when I don't have to look presentable because I'm coming home. So I'm in an Uber, but I'm still set to arrive right on time. I think like my ETA is like pretty much around noon, which is perfect. So I'm gonna spend some time on this ride. The reason I prefer Ubers generally is like I don't have to like pay attention to my surroundings, so I can use the next like 25 or so minutes that I have to edit some of the videos that I filmed this morning. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do now. I fear we have to have a get your life together evening, and by life I mean home. I hate a cluttered, like disorganized whatever apartment, but at the moment it's very much so showing that I have just gotten back from travel. I have dishes in the sink that need to be washed. I have suitcases that are open because I have not unpacked for my Toronto trip. I have a whole makeup vanity area that's filled with product because I did my makeup today, and when I anyways, let me not get distracted. I have makeup on my vanity because when I left in a hurry without being able to clean it up. And then I have some packages piled up by the front and a bath. Like I just have things on surfaces, and I don't like when things are out. Like they need to be put away in their place. Speaking of which, I'm currently putting away some PR that I got last night. Well, I had unboxed it, but it came in this huge thing. Sometimes I just feel really bad. Like I appreciate what brands are doing. This could be a really cute something, but I don't need this. It's a mirrored thing, and like theoretically, but like again, because I don't like clutter, I'm just like, no. And on top of that, you can't really put anything in it. I thought it was gonna be multi-purpose, but you can't really put anything else in it because it was made for the actual product. So I'm like, so you put this beautiful mirror in here, and is it possible that this mirror lights up? No, it doesn't. But I'm just like, you gave me it in this beautiful box that like essentially is only for one purpose. So yeah, but I just basically have to get my life together, and it's crazy because even though I'm about to unpack, I'm gonna be packing the day after tomorrow. So, but we thank God for all opportunities, get it done, any means necessary, but I'm literally just getting my life together tonight. Hello, beautiful people. I feel like this is the most like chaotic week in the life vlog, which honestly and truly is probably just a reflection, an accurate reflection of like how my feelings have been over the past week, which is just like all over the place. I'm gonna wrap the vlog here, but I do want to just do like a little chit chat. And I'm wrapping the vlog here because I'm leaving for Grenada tomorrow. So like come back, because the next time on vlog will be Grenada, and I'm hoping to like really bring you along with me for that. So this is a preview, or just like a come back, because my next vlog is going to be a Grenada vlog, a Spice Mask vlog. So I'm like, yeah, let me just end it here. But I want to tell you about the last like 24 hours and the like roller coaster of emotions that I've experienced. It's not really roller coaster of emotions, but like I feel emotional. So I am back in therapy, which honestly I did not realize would be such a good decision. I had therapy yesterday. I have therapy every Wednesday at like 1 in the afternoon. And like my assignment for this past week was to, I think I had already mentioned it, like pay attention to the way that I feel, because I realized, or like my therapist helped me realize that like I'm not really aware of the way I'm feeling, and I'm definitely not like in touch with my feelings, and like I definitely don't connect my feelings to like my needs. And so for that reason, it's really hard for me to pinpoint my needs, because I just like I very much so shun my needs because I shun my feelings. And there is a connection between how you feel and what you need to either change how you feel or maintain how you feel or whatever. Like If you feel happy, like, why do you feel happy? And then like maybe you need more of that thing that makes you happy, versus if you are frustrated, if you are annoyed, if you are sad, if you are lonely, like maybe you need to do something, maybe you need something to take you out of that state. And for me, because I don't really pay attention to my feelings, and because I'm just like on go, 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 action, 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 like if this is the goal, these are the steps that we need to take to get there. And a lot of that is really mechanical to me. And so because there aren't really feelings that I pay attention to, I don't really give myself the opportunity to think about what I need and like get my needs met. So anyways, yesterday, what did we talk about yesterday? We got to a place where we like uncovered that like perception is like a really big thing for me that guides a lot of my decision making. I'm trying to think about so the example that I gave, I was like, yeah, well, she had spoken about like social media, because we do talk about that because that's my job, and how like it can probably be very difficult, because like I'm in this space where like a lot of people are perceiving me, a lot of people are interacting with me, like da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, perception has been like my like not fatal in Jesus' name, but like it has been my like Achilles heel in a way. I told her about how like I honestly don't think I would have studied government in college if it weren't for the fact that like how people perceived only sociology. I was a double major in government and sociology, which is basically poli-sci, for like Harvard is weird and calls government poli-sci. But I spoke about how like I never gave any thought to studying sociology alone, because the perception on campus of people who studied sociology and the major was that it was an unserious major, only people who couldn't do hard work or handle hard work could do it. Like this was only for people who were like the dumb jocks, or not. I mean, it wasn't dumb jocks, because no one on Harvard's campus is dumb, but it was like, oh, this is the class that football players take to get the easy A. Like it was just like, that was the perception a lot of people had. Like a lot of sociology classes, or a lot of classes in the sociology department, fell into that category where people were like, oh, you want the easy A, take social this, take that, da da da. And I don't think it's easy. And I know that now, like, I think if it felt easy for me because it came naturally, because I loved it that much. Like the things that you love, I'm the type of person where like, if I love something is probably going to come easy to me. But that was a primary example of how like perception impacted a decision that kept me from being happy, that kept me from something that I felt I needed, which was just like an enjoyable academic experience. And I told myself that I wouldn't necessarily, and the second part of that perception is not just like how other people on campus would perceive it, but like how families and friends at home, like the aunties and uncles in church, how it would be perceived if I came home and they're like, oh, what is our daughter at Harvard studying? Oh, sociology? What's that? Like, what is the meaning of sociology? Versus like, oh, you're studying government. Our daughter is going to be our next mayor, our senator, our lawyer, like, da-da-da. Like the reactions that you get are different. And so for that reason, yeah, that was just the second side of the same coin about how perception impacted my experience in that way. And I went into law school, like aware of that, vaguely aware of that. I even wrote a blog post about it, like mistakes that I don't want to make again, mistakes in college that I don't want to make again in law school. And one of those mistakes was like doing something that I don't want to do, just because like it sounds good or just because it looks good. And by and large, I think I did a little bit better in law school, by not just doing certain things that like you're supposed to do or that like sound good. And let me tell you, the legal profession is all about image and perception. It is all about, and that is why I'm like really, really grateful that I'm no longer in that space right now, because like it would have just been I was getting fatigued. Like it is so, as somebody who already has a heightened awareness of perception of how I'm being perceived, it just would have been too much to stay in a place that also has like double the heightened like awareness or double, like cares doubly as much about perception and image and being perceived. And so I say that to say, like, I did a little bit better in law school. Certain things I didn't do. Like, I knew I didn't want to do a clerkship. Like, I don't care. I knew, okay, fine. Litigation is what I wanted to do over like corporate work, but I knew I didn't want to do a clerkship. I wasn't going to let someone convince me that I should apply for clerkships. I didn't even entertain it. I didn't even go to any workshops or meetings. However, I still fell like victim to it in certain ways because I feel like a lot of my law school experience, I took the classes that I was supposed to take. And I think COVID impacted it. So that's without a doubt, COVID absolutely impacted it. So like, because all of my second year, like, which probably would have been a heavier experiential time period, I just like did the things that people say you should take because like, it's important to do that before you go into big law, or maybe it's important for the bar exam. So like evidence, did I really, really care about evidence? No, but it's one of those classes where it's like, you're supposed to take evidence. Like you have to take evidence before you go work in litigation because like what else, right? Like, okay, fair. I think there were some other classes that I took too, and I'm not even really remembering them, that also kind of sort of fell into that category. Fed courts as well. Fed courts apparently is like a class that you absolutely have to take if you want to clerk, but it's also the class that you should take if you want to do litigation at a firm. I didn't care about Fed courts at all. And Fed courts is like notoriously a harder or difficult class. So it's like put me in a difficult class that I don't care about the subject matter. Like I'm not going to do well. Like I'm truly not going to do well. And so those I feel like were the areas where like I let, again, like that perception of like, oh, it's not going to look good if you don't have Fed courts and evidence on your transcript. Like it's not going to look good. And that's where I let perception kind of win in that instance. And that's to say like, it's hard. It's very challenging. I bring this up to say, like, I feel like I spoke about it early in this vlog. Why am I getting emotional again? I think I'm getting emotional. And I told this to my therapist yesterday. Because it's just like overwhelming. I'm sure my period is coming. It's actually probably coming like maybe in like 5 days or something. So, yay, PMS. It is overwhelming. To not only like let myself feel things, but also, geez. I feel like I'm being like confronted with all the ways that I've just like not like felt things. And I think it's like right on the money because I realized that like for that reason, because I don't really pay attention to my feelings, like good feelings, like when I'm supposed to be feeling proud or when I'm supposed to be feeling like, I don't really let myself experience excitement because I'm like on to the next thing. But then also at the same time, whenever I feel like I'm getting sad or lonely or frustrated or annoyed or jealous or envy or whatever, my reaction is to work. Like my reaction is to distract myself. So like when I'm happy and when I'm excited, my reaction is like, okay, but we need to get back to work. Like this is not good enough. Like we need to get back to work. And when I'm frustrated or experiencing like negative emotions, my reaction is like, okay, well, we can't feel this, so we need to get to work. Like we can't sit around and cry, because what is crying going to do for us? What is like being sad and sitting on the couch going to do for us? It's not going to do anything, so we need to get to work. And so it's just very overwhelming to like, one, come to that realization, but then two, like to just like sit in it and to be like, you cannot run. Like you should stop running from like feelings. So that's why it's just like overwhelming. I don't even think I've said anything of substance yet. So yeah, my like therapy thing or assignment is to still continue to do that. Like, I feel I need, but I also bring up the perception thing because like, I feel like the idea of being perceived has kept me from being like very open and very candid with a lot of people. And I feel like getting over perceiving myself, is like what is like could take me like I would be unstoppable if I stopped thinking about how other people would view me. Like I quite literally think about like, okay, well, what is so-and-so gonna see when they see this video? Or like looking through my story views and being like, okay, so-and-so saw this video, like what are they thinking of me? Like da-da-da-da, like, you know, certain things like I'm constant now, because it's my job. Like now there's so many people that I've allowed to like, you know, take a look at my life, that like it is very hard to not think about how people perceive me. And even in the example of like not fully sharing like details about my dating life and things like that, it's like, yeah, of course I want to like respect privacy and I want to be able to just like live my life, and like that's a place that I want privacy in. But also part of it is like, well, how are the people who are going to date me going to perceive me? Or how are the people who are dating me going to perceive me? How is the person who is dating me? Are they going to watch this video? What are they thinking about when they see that I'm talking about this situation? Like those are all the things that go through my head. And like, I really desperately need to get to a place where it's just like I feel like the content creators that I admire the most and what I admire about them, I'm like, oh, you could tell this person really doesn't care what anyone thinks, like, or like this person is aware of what people might think about them, but like it's not going to stop them from being themselves. And I don't feel like I'm not myself, but I feel like I think very heavily about how other people would perceive me, and it keeps me from saying certain things and sharing certain things. So that is what I wanted to end this video on, because that is where I'm feeling and where I've landed. I feel like I just took you guys through an emotional roller coaster. I feel like this video is like 2 hours long, but like I feel like you really had to see everything all together. Thank you for allowing me to be open. I think this might be one of the most like open videos that I have done ever on YouTube. But I appreciate you. I appreciate our little tiny community that we have here. And thank you so much for watching and for being here. And I can't wait to see you next time. I can't wait to pack and go to Grenada. So let me go ahead and go about the rest of my day so I can do that. But yeah, see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.